Did you know that not drinking enough water can harm your mind, hinder digestion, and even increase your chances of developing diabetes? Although it may seem basic, drinking water properly is vital for the body to function well. However, many people still don't give it the attention it deserves. That's why today we're sharing valuable recommendations from Dr. Barbara O'Neill that will help you hydrate properly and avoid common mistakes that could put your health at risk. Before we begin, let us know in the comments how old you are and from which city you're watching us. Your participation is important and helps us create more useful content for you. Don't forget to like and subscribe to receive more health and wellness tips that can make a big difference in your life and in the lives of your loved ones. Let's get started. According to Barbara, water is the second most essential element for life, right after oxygen. While breathing is an automatic action, drinking water properly is not, and many people don't do it correctly. How important is water to life? It's simple. Where there is no water, there is no life. When Barbara asks people how much water they drink, she often hears responses like, "I swell up," or "I go to the bathroom all the time." This, according to her, indicates that water is not entering the cells properly, which could be due to a mineral imbalance, particularly sodium and potassium. A body with the right balance of these minerals absorbs water more effectively. The problem is that most people eat very little fruit and vegetables, natural sources of potassium, and consume too much refined salt, which only contains sodium chloride and lacks other essential minerals. Celtic salt, a healthier alternative. A French doctor wrote an entire book about the benefits of unrefined sea salt. He recommended Celtic sea salt because it contains over 80 minerals. Barbara also suggests using it. Place a small crystal under your tongue before drinking water to help it absorb more effectively into your cells. Coffee and other dehydrating drinks. Many people turn to coffee to recharge their energy, but this habit can be counterproductive. It takes up to 5 glasses of water to counteract the dehydrating effects of a single cup of coffee. Barbara also warns that a dry mouth is not the only sign of dehydration. Excess saliva can be another indicator. How much water do you really need? We lose around 2.5 liters of water daily through urine, sweat, the intestines, and breathing. Therefore, we should be drinking at least that amount every day. But drinking it all at once is not helpful. It may lead to eliminating the water without the body properly absorbing it. The ideal way is to distribute those 2.5 liters throughout the day, accompanied by small doses of Celtic salt to optimize absorption. Dehydration and its effects on the body. Dehydration is much more than just feeling thirsty. It's a condition that affects multiple systems in the body and can have serious consequences if not addressed in time. The human body is made up of 60 to 70% water, and every cell, tissue, and organ depends on it to function properly. When we don't drink enough water, negative effects begin to manifest gradually. One of the first systems to suffer is the digestive system. Lack of water dries out the mucous membranes lining the gastrointestinal tract, which act as a protective barrier against stomach acids. When these membranes become thin and fragile, digestion becomes less efficient, stomach acidity increases, and the risk of developing ulcers or gastritis goes up. Additionally, dehydration can slow down intestinal transit, making stool harder and more difficult to pass, leading to chronic constipation, abdominal bloating, and general discomfort. Over time, inadequate hydration can also affect the production of digestive enzymes and gastric juices, limiting the proper breakdown of food and the absorption of essential nutrients like vitamins, minerals, and amino acids. This nutritional deficit can trigger persistent fatigue, weakened immunity, hormonal imbalances, and a general decline in well-being. But dehydration doesn't stop with the digestive system. Electrolyte balance, including sodium, potassium, calcium, and magnesium, is also disrupted, affecting basic functions such as muscle contraction, nerve transmission, and heart rhythm. In more serious cases, this can lead to metabolic failures, kidney or cardiovascular complications, and breakdowns in the body's ability to regulate temperature. A real case: water at the wrong time. Dr. Barbara O'Neill shares the case of a man who suffered from chronic stomach pain for over 2 decades and was unsuccessfully treated with multiple antibiotics to eradicate Helicobacter pylori. The problem wasn't a lack of medication, but his hydration habits. He drank large amounts of water during meals. This poor habit diluted the hydrochloric acid in his stomach, which is essential for efficient digestion and eliminating harmful microorganisms. In a less acidic environment, bacteria like Helicobacter pylori thrive more easily. By changing his routine and drinking water between meals instead, his stomach regained the ability to produce acid at the necessary concentrations, and the issue resolved without the need for more medications. This case shows that how we hydrate can be just as important as how much water we drink. Back pain and lack of hydration. We don't always associate muscle or back pain with dehydration, but there is a direct connection. A 46-year-old man suffered from chronic headaches, intense lower back pain, and chest congestion. His fluid intake consisted solely of coffee and sugary drinks, with no pure water. About 75% of the weight of the intervertebral discs is composed of water. When the body lacks proper hydration, these discs lose volume and elasticity, which can lead to nerve compression and spinal pain. After incorporating 3 liters of water per day into his routine, his symptoms improved significantly within days. The pain disappeared, his energy increased, and his breathing became easier. This example illustrates how water is essential for muscle, joint, and nervous system health. Dehydration and diabetes. Few people realize that poor hydration can contribute to the development of type 2 diabetes. The pancreas, which is responsible for producing insulin and glucagon, the hormones that regulate blood sugar, needs water to function properly. When the body is dehydrated, pancreatic function is impaired, and blood sugar levels become more unstable. The brain is also affected. With reduced water availability, oxygen and nutrient flow to the brain decreases, which can result in difficulty concentrating, memory issues, mental fatigue, and even emotional imbalances like irritability, anxiety, and depression. Over time, chronic dehydration can produce symptoms similar to those of neurodegenerative diseases. A touching case, recovery thanks to water. In a health program, a woman brought her mother, a dementia patient, for guidance. During the evaluation, it was discovered that the woman had gone at least 2 days without drinking water. Due to her condition, she insisted she had drunk, but she hadn't. She was disconnected, unresponsive to her surroundings, and didn't speak to anyone. With a simple treatment that included herbal remedies to stimulate bowel movement and regular small sips of water every few minutes, she experienced a dramatic improvement within just 24 hours. She regained clarity, started talking, and interacted normally. This case shows that in many elderly individuals, symptoms of cognitive decline may be directly related to undetected dehydration. Factors that worsen the problem. Modern lifestyles often contribute to ineffective hydration. Low water intake, replaced by sodas, processed juices, coffee, and alcohol. Lack of essential minerals due to the use of refined salt and diets low in fresh fruits and vegetables. Avoiding sun exposure, which reduces vitamin D synthesis, essential for mineral absorption and cellular function. Unbalanced diets, high in ultra-processed foods and simple carbohydrates but low in healthy fats, proteins, and fiber, key for satiety and good metabolism. Physical inactivity, which lowers the efficiency of the lymphatic system and toxin elimination. All these factors not only prevent water from reaching the cells but can also lead to fluid retention, inflammation, high blood pressure, insulin resistance, and other serious health problems. Key recommendations for proper hydration. Drink water regularly. Don't wait until you're thirsty. Aim to drink 2 to 3 liters daily, spread in small portions throughout the day. Include water-rich foods. Fruits and vegetables like watermelon, cucumber, lettuce, and strawberries help keep you hydrated. Use Celtic salt. A small crystal under the tongue before drinking improves water absorption into the cells. Avoid dehydrating beverages. Limit coffee, black tea, and alcohol. If consumed, balance them with extra water. Adapt your hydration to the climate and physical activity. Drink more if you're exercising or in hot environments. Observe your urine. Light-colored urine is a sign of good hydration. Dark urine means you need more fluids. Consult a healthcare professional if you have medical conditions. Hydration needs vary if you have diabetes, kidney issues, or heart problems. And that's it for today's video. Now tell me, how much water do you drink each day? Do you already follow these tips? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you found this content useful, share it with your friends and family. Someone close to you might need this information too. And of course, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel to keep receiving valuable information that can transform your daily life. See you in the next video.